Hi, welcome to Secure with Franca. My name is Franca. Today, I'll be walking you through on how to install SSH. SSH is very, very important, especially when you want to connect to other devices. It's important or it's imperative that you use SSH, a secure protocol to connect to other devices, especially devices or platforms like Kali Linux, Cisco, or other firewalls. And you want to connect into those platforms, it's important you use secure SSH. On our previous video, I did walk you through on how to sniff and capture some sensitive credentials using Wirechuck software and through the FTP protocol to navigate into the traffic and capture your IP address. So it's important you use an SSH so that your IP address, your information, sorry to say, like your credentials will not be exposed or sniffed by attackers. So today I will be walking you through on how to install SSH. So let's keep going. So what we're going to do, I have two terminal here working. I have the Windows 11, then I have the Kali Linux. Okay, so what we're going to do, you open the terminal of the Kali, and once you have that open, you just go in and the next thing we're going to do, we're going to see if we have our SSH installed. I already installed the SSH on my Windows, on my colleague, but I'm just going to walk you through on how I did that. So the first thing you need to do, you just need to do sudo apt install open SSH server. Okay, so I already have that running. Sorry, something came up here. Supposed to be installed. So I already have it running on the system. Okay, so once you do that, you enter that. So once you have that entered, it's going to ask you to, okay, let's see, I already have that installed. Let me just go ahead. It's going to ask me for my password. I put in my password. It shows that Open SSH server is already the newest version. Okay, so I already have it installed on the system. So once you have that installed, you're going to start. So how do you start the SSH? You just type in sudo service. Okay, sudo service, then we click on SSH, then start. That's the command line. Sudo service SSH starts, then you start that. Now you have your SSH running, just the way I have my running on the system already. So I'm just going to clear up this so I have space. Okay. So after that, I'm going to create like a folder. On this folder, I'm going to have a file on the folder. Then so that when I'm connecting from my Windows to connecting through my Windows using one of the clients, Windows clients, to connect to my Kali, you'll be able to see that what I saved on this operating system, this Kali is actually connected to the Windows. Okay, so how do we do that? We're going to create a folder. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on this and create a folder. I know I did create this folder before. Let me delete it. So delete. So I'm going to create a folder on my desktop. So create folder. So what are we going to call the folder? Should we call the folder Franca folder? Oh, let's call it Franca's folder. Or let's call it Franca SSH. Okay, so I don't need to put a space on it. Let me use my name. So let's do it this way. Let's do SSH Franca. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to create that. Inside the folder that I just created, I'm going to create a file inside the folder. So I'm going to click open the folder, then right click and create another folder. I'm going to call this folder test1. So let's call it test1 folder, meaning within the SSH Franca folder, there is another folder. Okay, so we're going to create that. So I'm going to close this. See, I have it right here. So I'll open my terminal. Okay, I want to locate the folder that I just created. So how do I do that? We just need to go to if you click on ILS, it tells you you have your desktop. Remember that I just created a file, a folder on the desktop. So I should be expecting to have that information I just created in this desktop. So in order for me to access this desktop, I will need to CD into the desktop, okay? So I CD, then desktop, let's see, enter. So now I'm right in the desktop. So let's click on list to see what is on it. Guess what? So this is what I just created. In the desktop, I have SSH Franca. So I want to see, within the Franca file, I did create a test file, right? So let's look into that. So I'm just going to CD into SSH Franca, then enter. So I'm in the Franca right now. So I'm going to list. So this is my file. So I have my test one on on the other folder, which is SSH Franca. Okay, so that's done. So the next step we're going to do, I'm just going to run my IP address to see what my IP address is. So IP, so it's gonna be ifconfig. So when I run the ifconfig, it tells me that my IP address is 10.0.0.0.217. So that's my IP address. Having that on the side, I'll come to my Windows platform. So let's see, on the window, we need a client within the window client to be able to log in with from the window client to my colleague, because I can connect to a secure protocol to access my colleague. So you go to Google. So once you're on the Google, you go to Google, then once it comes up, just type in PuTTY. So this is one of the window clients. Sorry, PuTTY. And once you open that, you have your PuTTY. So you click on, you click here to download this one here. Download PuTTY latest release. You click here. I already have it on my system, so I'm not going to be clicking that. So once you click here, this is going to populate. Scroll down to where you have alternative binary file. And on that, you have 64-bit x86. You click on this, the executable, sorry. You click on the executable file. You click on that. Once you click on that, it's going to come up. Once you're done downloading, you just click on the file, then it's going to open up for you. So while it open up for you, oh, sorry. That's my window. Okay, here it is. So once it open up for you, I will go to my file, then I go to download. Once it open up for you, you can go to download and click on the downloaded file, the downloaded client. So once you click on that, it's going to bring updates for you. Okay. You can either see it on your download, or once you get downloaded, you can just click right on top and it comes up for you. Then you put in the IP address of your colleague. So my IP address here is 10.217. Oh, sorry about that. So we have 217. That's the colleague IP address, right? So we want to see if we can SSH from our Windows to our colleague. So that's what we're doing, okay? Because we're done installing the SSH. We want to see if we can SSH from the Windows client to the colleague. So you just click open, then it's going to open up for you. Once it opens up for you, you can see the IP address. It tells you that this is the colleague IP address, okay? As you can see it right here, and that's it. So the next thing you're going to do, you just click on colleague, enter, then you put in your password, enter, okay? So once you put in your password, it's a password denied. So let's try it again. I think something went wrong here. Okay. So yeah, so that's it. So I've been able to log in into my colleague. You can see I've been able to log in from my Windows client using SSH, which is a secure protocol, to access my colleague. So right here, I'm going to do the same thing I just did right here to see if I'm going to get this file that I created for my desktop. So the first thing I would like to do, I would just like to do ls to list. It shows me the desktop just the way you saw it here. Then I'm going to cd into my desktop. Okay. And enter. So on my desktop, I'm going to ls to say, so this is where I created the folder I created, SSH Franca. Then I want to access the information, the file in this folder that I created. So I'm going to cd into the SSH Franca. So I've cd into that, then ls. See, this is the test file that I created. So SSH is a very secure protocol that can be used to secure your platform, to avoid your system, your traffic or your credential be sniffed. So this is very important. And if this actually helps you, please subscribe to my channel. Give a thumb up. If you have questions, send it to me and I will oblige to respond to the question. Or if you have any comments, concern, please send it to me and I will be glad to respond as well. In our next lecture, we'll just be going through some command prompts, and I think that's going to help us. For those of us that have not gone through A+ certification, we're going to go through some command prompts, Kali command prompt to enhance us once we log in into our Kali platform. Thank you, and see you on the next video.